Today is September 9th, 2021. We are now only 2 days away from the 20th anniversary of 9/11. Now, I'm planning on making a video that night, hopefully, so I don't want to get too much into it right now. I just wanted to share a few thoughts on the whole situation. I mean, think about it. 20 years. That's incredible. It really is. I remember back like in 2006, and I'm thinking like, wow, 9/11 was 5 years ago. And I remember thinking like how unbelievable it was that it was that long ago. 5 years seemed like a long time. When you look back at it, I mean, it was a world changing event. It was like the defining moment of my childhood for the world, pretty much. It changed everything. And now, I mean, like I was saying, it was hard to believe back in 2006 that it had been only 5 years ago. Now it's been 20 years ago. Completely unbelievable. But it really did. It changed everything. My entire outlook on the world. We weren't as safe as we used to be. I still have a lot of memories from before September 11th, 2001. And I remember thinking about how safe the world was. All those war stories I used to hear about, they were from back in the day. Nothing like that was going on anymore. I had never experienced my country at war before. And I remember thinking, like, will I ever see my country go to war? Turned out I would. A very historic war. Lasted for 20 fucking years. Plenty of history to it. But on the night of the 11th, I do plan to drink. If I could do 3,000 shots for every single life lost that day, I would do it. But I can't, because I'd be dead. So, hopefully, 3,000 people will watch this video, and every single one of them will take a shot for every single life lost that day. I actually have a specific shot glass I intend to use that night, and you'll see why. There you have it. That explains it. It's hard to believe. Time sure does fly by, you know. So much has changed in the past 20 years. It was such a simpler time, it really was. And in so many ways, I mean, as horrible as it sounds, I would prefer a terrorist attack over a pandemic any goddamn fucking day. Like, I lived, I was alive back during 9/11. I remember how it impacted the world and it changed everything, like I was saying earlier. But even all that, even all the changes that 9/11 caused, it still didn't affect every single individual on the planet. It affected, thousands of people, but still, compared to the world, it was a very small, limited group of people that 9/11 ultimately affected. It wasn't your everyday person, all the way down to your kid in school. And it was also much simpler to deal with. I mean, you think about it, it was a terrorist attack, horrible, awful, absolutely. But it was an act of war. We've seen acts of wars throughout our history. It was understandable. I mean, we had an enemy. It attacked us. Now we needed to go after that enemy and seek revenge. Simple. Very simple. America's gone to war many, many times throughout its history. It was so much simpler than this god awful plague that came in from China, probably manufactured in a lab, that has destroyed the world and infected and affected everybody on an individual level. I can't think of any way that somebody could have possibly escaped from all of this, not seen any of it, not had gone through any of it. This has affected us all. And it's not so simple. It's not just, oh, there's your enemy, go goddamn kill it. No, not really. It's not that at all. This isn't a war. This is a virus that's unpredictable. It's constantly mutating. It's not so simple as just lock it up, put it behind bars, capture it, kill it, go to war with it, bomb it, shoot it, whatever. It's not that simple. It's, hey, we have no idea how to fucking correct this. We have no way, we have no idea how to get out of it. It's, hey, we have all these suggestions, but not a goddamn one of them seems to be doing a thing. Not even the vaccines that were supposed to be our ticket out of this. So I would choose 2001 over 2021 any day. Absolutely. 2001, much very simple, a whole lot simpler. A whole lot simpler. And if we can look at 9/11 as, that was the last major event in world history that changed the world. If we can look at that as any kind of example, I realize an act of war is totally different than a virus. But look at how long it took our response to 9/11 to finally conclude. We just left. 20 years. It was just a never ending war, and it went on for 20 years. Can we look at that and kind of wonder, will this pandemic take the place of that? Will it become our new never ending war, our never ending struggle? Is this pandemic going to continue on and continue on while everybody in our government says we're making progress, we're making progress, we're making progress? Is it going to continue on just like in Afghanistan for 20 years? I hope not. I really hope not. I look back at those days after 9/11, kind of feel nostalgic. So much history right there that I lived through. It's incredible. And it's hard to believe that in 2 days, that's it. 2 days. I'll be on vac. I almost got to my other point too soon. In 2 days, it'll be the 20th anniversary. You see, I had actually intended on getting a 20th anniversary shirt to wear to work on that day, but I'll be on vacation that day, so it's not even going to matter. I have a 9/11 shirt somewhere I might wear. I do what I can. I'm just a simple person. I have, you know, very little I can do. So, what I can do to show my support, I do. I got my shot glasses, I wear my shirts, and I even have on my purple memorial lights. Always in our thoughts, always in our hearts. The victims of 9/11 and their families. I've always thought about that ever since 9/11. Everybody who died, all of their families, their struggles throughout the years. It's always been on my mind. But 2 days to go.